Drivers, just say no to reserve parking because it's getting ridiculous out here. Really bad. I just had to repark at a TA because the spot I was parking at was not a reserve spot. You heard that right. It was not a reserve spot, but when I woke up the next morning, it automatically became reserved. So if you look carefully at the video that I'm going to show you right now, I was sleeping at a non-reserve spot. In the middle of a whole bunch of reserve spots, there was about 5 to 7 spots of trucks where it said no reserve. And on the ground, there was nothing, no plaques that said reserve. Like, you know, sometimes when you're driving around the truck stop, there's like weared out reserved signage or painted on the asphalt that it's wore out, and that you kind of know that they might flag you for parking in the reserve spot and not paying you. Well, this spot did not have any. But yet, when I woke up in the morning, this is what happened. Well, I woke up to this. It's so much for having a non-reserve sign. I'm going to have to crawl my way to a spot somewhere in TA, because TA, these dumb pirates of the road, have painted a reserve sign in front of my truck while I was sleeping. I will not be conducting paid parking business in TA. That is just absolutely absurd. Yes, these pirates from TA have actually, and I mean have actually, put a reserve parking spot sign painted on the pavement in front of my truck when I woke up. So now I had to repark because I don't have a load. I have been sitting more than driving. I don't have a load, and today's Sunday, and this is like the only truck stop in Grove Valley or Valley Grove, West Virginia, that I got nowhere else to go. So luckily I reparked. There was nobody parked here, so this is hopefully a non-reserved parking spot, but that may change it the next morning. I don't know what the heck is going on, but it looks like TA is turning every single darn spot into a reserved parking sign. And us truck drivers, we're not rich. It's time to say no. We cannot pay 20 bucks a night when we are not owner-operators or company drivers. We cannot pay. There's a lot of companies will not reimburse you for parking. There's a lot of companies. Maybe the mega carriers will not, but not a lot of companies will. So at that point, I cannot pay every single day $20 a night to park. I'm sorry. I cannot just do this. So that's why we need free parking, and it's time as truck driver we say no to paid and reserved parking. Basically, TA, these pirates over here had painted a reserved parking spot sign in front of my truck while I was sleeping. So TA, I left them a 1-star review as a result. You don't deserve my business. I have no choice but to fuel there because that's the kind of fuel card I have, but I will not be buying reserved parking spot spaces from you at all. After what you did, no more. Pilot, Flying J, I understand, but not at TA, because Pilot, Flying J, only about 10% of the spots are reserved. At freaking TA, they want to reserve 100% of the spots. Yeah, sorry. No more business from you, TA, in terms of parking. I ain't buying. So, truck drivers, this is your living video proof of TA screwing over of truck drivers of parking. So let's say no to reserve parking, paid parking, and truck parking club. Yes, let's say no. Plus truck parking club. You have never answered my email when I actually wanted to have a YouTube sponsorship deal done with you. So hey, you guys are losers for not responding to my email. It could have made a lot of business by an actual real truck driver promoting your parking services. But as a result, let's say no to all of these parking spots. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2018 Turn right. This particular package. Driving a temp in the 6 Series.